Hello, hello. Good afternoon, dear.
Hello, good afternoon.
Welcome to the podcast today. We have a special moment today to have a little conversation. It's a pleasure to have you on my new podcast.
Okay.
Actually,
It's a
actually, I haven't found a name for it yet. So maybe
okay.
maybe we could think about a good name for this podcast.
Okay. Do you have any idea for now?
The first option was intuition, but maybe there is already some other podcast with
Okay.
this name, so maybe it could conflict. And then I was thinking something like what makes you, because we are going to talk
Mm,
about people's lives and what they do and who they are. And then it comes from Nietzsche's phrase, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger,
okay,
right?
okay.
So
I
what
got it.
makes you in that line of thought maybe? And it connects with this idea of getting to know the person and what is going on. So keep that in mind and maybe we can try to think about some names for our conversation. But before we start, I know you for a long time, but people don't know you. Can you introduce yourself for us, please?
Okay. So my name is Graziella. I'm from Novo Hamburgo, Rio Grande do Sul, but nowadays I live in Portugal. I've been living here um, for around 3 years, and I moved because I received a job opportunity. But nowadays, I'm also a, a postgraduate student. I'm doing a doctorship. So this is what's happening in my life. And I don't know, I'm a simple person.
That's
Not
amazing.
much interesting to record a podcast, I guess.
Let's see. Let's find out. Let's find out. So we're going to talk about everything you have just said, and let's try to find out if
Okay.
you are an interesting person to interview or not. But people who will
Okay.
listen to this already know the answer to that question. You are from Novo Hamburgo, Rio Grande do Sul, living in Portugal, studying your doctorship. So that answers the question. But let's start from the very beginning of our friendship and work together. How did we start working together in English?
Oh,
What
yes, I
what
remember.
made you?
Yeah, I have watched a moment with you um, because the company where I used to work in Campo Bom, they used to have a moment to practice English.
Mhm.
And I remember that a coworker of mine, Francis,
Yeah,
has invited you to join us and have a chat. So that in that moment I met you,
mhm.
and then I think that it would be interesting starting to have classes and improve my English. So that's it is how I knew you
Yeah.
and how I started to practice English more often.
This is how you met your teacher.
Yes.
To make a joke
Yes,
TV show. This is how I met your mother. This is how you met your
that's
teacher.
right.
So yes, that presentation, that talk with you guys was amazing. We were in the middle of the pandemic or the end of the pandemic
Yes, that's
because it,
true.
it was
Yeah.
an online presentation. I remember that. What was your impression of that presentation? What did you think about that presentation?
Um, I don't remember much about how what were the subject, but I remember how you encouraged people to just talk without having certain how to pronunciate something, or if you don't know how to say something specific, you can try just relax and have a conversation. So I liked this approach, and I had this good impression of how important is to learn some language,
Hmm.
just trying to communicate, and it doesn't matter if the pronunciation it's not perfect, or if you if you commit mistakes, it's kind of normal. So I remember this coming from you, but I'm not actually I don't know exactly how was the main subject of this moment. Actually, I don't remember this.
Yeah, I think I could look it up. I think I mixed philosophy, innovation, and English. I think I
Okay.
tried to blend the three things together because I wanted to bring something different for you guys. And I was studying a lot of philosophy at that time. So I remember I was using that a lot, and
Yeah.
people were enjoying that, and
Yes.
that was a
And
topic for sure. And that was actually a very hard presentation because it was online. I had never done that before, so there was one or two people I could see them on the camera, but everybody else, maybe there were like 10 or 20 people, I don't know. But I couldn't see anybody because all the cameras were off.
yes, yes. It's
And
so weird.
it is. So well, I was talking, and I had no idea who was actually there or paying attention or listening. But it was a great moment. I felt so welcomed by that team. So I was talking
Yeah,
to
yeah.
people and I was interacting with everybody. So it was really cool, and it was cool the company opening this opportunity for the workers and students. So it was amazing.
Yes, yes. It was um, these moments that the company has organized was very important because it the colleagues would could meet and have different conversations, not only related to job,
Mhm.
and also of course was a moment to improve our English and I don't know, improving in general, not specific, something that would be used for the job or
Right.
for our activities.
So those were moments you had, the company, to speak just in English with the employees.
Yes,
Was
yes.
it a regular activity, like every week or every
Uh,
15 days?
yes, as I remember, it was once a week,
Hmm.
but it was open for everyone who wanted to join us. But of course, it was not mandatory. So not sometimes some people couldn't come, or another people didn't have interest. It depends on the people and on the situation.
Right. And this is maybe a good point where we could start. One of the reasons why I decided to start recording this podcast again, actually, this was something I was doing maybe 10 years ago, and then we are kind of restarting. It was because I was realizing, and I wanted to actually help more people learn English. And I was realizing something that we only learn the language actually it's when we understand that this is our second language, that is part of who we are as people. It's not just because I am studying to learn. No, no, I speak English. That's my second language. This is who I am. I had this realization because I was seeing so many other people, and in Brazil in general, we have great schools, private schools. We have a little English in some private schools, in some
Yes,
um,
yes,
public schools, but people don't speak English. So I was like, what is happening? Why is that happening? And then I thought, how did I learn? That happened when I understood that I wanted to learn English to use in my life, not because I was studying. So then I wanted to bring
yes,
this logic to the people. And in my case, with my students, I see them learning and using the language because like in your case, you work with this. This is part of your work. You study, you have to read articles, you have to write articles. You are living in Europe, so every now and then you have to meet somebody who speaks English. So this is what I want people to understand, that that's the real English. And yes, that's what I was saying in our presentation to the company you were working for. We have to try, we have to it doesn't matter if it's perfect or not. Nobody's judging us, and if somebody is, who cares? It's all right. We are trying at least. So to connect
Yes,
with this
yes.
idea, how has what was your process of learning English even before we started working together, and how important was English in your career?
Okay. So I, as many other Brazilians, I have learned a few English in high school. It was, I have studied in Liberato, so
Mhm.
it was a good college, but I think that it was not a college that has the English as a priority. So these language lessons were not so good. When I got at the university, I felt that I should learn some English. So in parallel with the graduate course, I also have taken some English classes. It took a while. I don't know, around 2 years, 2 years and a half. Then I felt that I could be able to communicate a little bit better, because when I left the high school, I didn't feel that I was able to communicate with anyone.
Mhm.
So for a long time, I had with those private classes that I had in graduation, I felt that it was enough for me. Then um, when I was in my previous job, I had this moment that I mentioned. So some meetings just to talk English and practice without any regular classes, but a safe space to talk and express yourself. Then I realized that I could improve my English, and I started to have classes with you. And nowadays, I feel that I should improve my English. I
Mhm.
know that I have um, uh, so much more to learn about. And related to my job, I have some meetings with clients, and also related to my doctorate. And also, I have to read articles, and my thesis will be written in English. So I have this necessity to improve my English to be able to express my own ideas. I
Mhm.
know that it is hard when it's not our native language. We need to express deep ideas. If you don't have a good control of this language, is even harder. So that's why I'm studying to to achieve my goals, both professional and academic goals.
Mhm.
And of course, it's good to feel safe when we are talking. So if I travel to some place or meet someone that doesn't speak Portuguese, is know to be safe that I will be able to communicate with this person. So that's why I'm studying and trying to improve.
This is what you said is really important, and you said that you still have a lot to learn, even though you have studied for more than 10 years. You have studied in school, then you had private classes in a private school focused only in English, and now we're still working together for maybe 5 years or a little
Yes,
less than
maybe.
5 years. Actually, learning English is a never ending process. And I'm not meaning that my students have to study with me. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying each of us have to be constantly open to learning something new. Like I, for instance, even though I work with this, I'm always watching videos. I'm always reading something in English to always learn something. And I always learn something. My English is not perfect yet. I still have a lot to learn. And one of you've mentioned being safe, like you feel safe to speak in English when you are in any situation. There is another part of us doing this podcast moment, which was I was trying to create something real for my students, which is the feeling of feeling nervous speaking English, because that's
Yeah.
really hard for everybody when we are learning the language, because we have to talk with somebody we don't know and we feel nervous. We don't want to commit any mistakes. So I wanted to create a moment that put my students in a situation of feeling uncomfortable, unsafe. And this podcast
Yes, yes.
creates a little, maybe, of this sensation, because it is hard. I understand people when they say, oh, it's hard traveling or doing business, going to a negotiation, a presentation. It is hard.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
But yeah, yeah, I would say that I almost forgot that we were in a podcast. So I okay, it's not uh, to make you feel that it's not working, because I'm feel uncomfortable talking, mainly because we are talking too much about me.
yeah,
It's
of course.
kind of weird.
I get the point. Let me try to make you
But
a little more nervous. This
okay.
interview, let's say that everybody around the world will watch
Oh my god.
for that. So what about that? Are you nervous now?
Yeah, probably.
Don't worry, because I have other interviews from 10 years ago. I was checking my other student and see how many people have watched his interview from 10 years ago. Five people watched it, zero liked the video. So
Okay.
don't worry, okay? It's
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
a few
You
people
are in
will
a
watch
good
it.
way.
Yes, yes. So not many people will watch it.
Maybe if I become famous in a few years, who knows?
Exactly.
This interview will be find out, and maybe it will be watched for more people. But until
Exactly.
there, I'm okay.
Good. Nice. And there is also the fun part of English. So, how do you use English just for fun?
Okay, I would say that the entertaining industry uses a lot of English, because we have so much North American influence, like in the TV series and music. So um, I I enjoy to watch some comedy TV series to practice English. I remember that the first one that I watched with this intention was How I Met Your Mother, that you
Mm.
mentioned.
Hmm.
I like this short comedy TV series for this purpose. But of course, there is the music, and I
We,
don't
we,
know.
we talk a lot about music, movies, and books, right?
Okay, yes, yes.
This weekend, I watched a very, very, very good movie that I strongly recommend. Maybe I told you this last class. The name is The Hill.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned the last class. Yes.
It's not a very famous movie. I don't know why. It's a little religious, you know, but not too much. But the background, the history is really amazing. It's really powerful. It's one of those feel good movies with a hard story
Mm-hmm.
of overcoming some challenges, but it's really beautiful.
But is there a story there, right? Or
Yes,
this is like a
it's
documentary?
no, it's based on a real story. It's a movie. It's a movie.
Ah, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, maybe there is some kind of documentary with the same title, but I am referring to the movie with the
Yeah, yeah.
actor Dennis Quaid is the actor.
Okay,
Is
okay.
the same actor who played one of the main roles in the movie The Substance from
Mm-hmm.
2 years ago or last year. That guy.
Yes, yes.
Great, great movie. Great movie. And so we always talk about music, books, and movies. Let's talk a little bit about music, some songs, some bands that you like, that you have been listening to.
Okay. Um, so, um, with considering this intention of practicing English, I enjoy listening to pop music
Hmm.
or this how can I say this feel good like music, you know.
Hmm.
So a band that I used to hear a lot as a teenager was The Killers, and I still like.
Yeah.
And I love their songs and their lyrics as well
Yeah.
because it's good to understand and practice. But I am a big fan of Brazilian music. I guess
For
that I
sure.
think that you
Mhm.
know that.
I do.
So this is what I used to listen more. Uh, but
Has
of
it
course,
has any of your favorite bands, international or Brazilian, released a new album recently?
um, there is a new album that I really enjoyed from two Brazilian artists, João Gomes and Dominguinhos,
Hmm. Nice.
and the no, I'm sorry, João Gomes and JP. The name of the album is Dominguinho.
Mm.
So this is a good Brazilian album that I probably the album that I listened more times last year. Um, so that's it regarding the recent releases, as I remember. But actually, I enjoy a lot of music styles
Mhm.
and genders. So I also enjoy a lot of classic rock
Mhm.
and both Brazilian and international.
I asked
And
you I asked you about any new release because recently one of my favorite bands released an album, The Neighborhood. I don't know if you know them.
oh yes, yes, I know. But I didn't listen anything new.
Yeah, they
I will look
released
for it.
this new album. They are good, but you have to give it a try. Maybe the first time you listen to it's not the best thing. At least that's how it was for me when I listened to their album Wiped Out, which is a big album, great album. But the first time I heard that, I didn't like it much. And then you start growing into that. But the bands you've mentioned, they are amazing. The Killers, I'm sure many people will relate to that band. It's a great band.
Yes, yes. I guess that I don't know. It was memorable for most of people from my age or from my generation. It was so important and special.
Hmm. Yesterday I took the time to listen to the whole Pantera album. It's a more heavy
Okay.
metal band,
Yeah, yeah.
but it was so good to just take a time to listen carefully, and because I love this band. I have listened to this for many years, and then to listen it, paying attention to the instruments with a different intention, not to just
Yeah,
have fun, but to actually pay attention.
yeah. And something that I remember that we already have talked about is how we are not so used to listen a whole album
Hmm.
nowadays.
Yeah,
So how important is to understand what the artist really wanted to show us when he or she or them recorded the whole album and
right.
understand this this whole idea. And as what you said, I also think that is important. Sometimes we don't like the first time we watch something or listen to something, but we need some time to understand not specifically the message, but sometimes it needs to hit you in a different way to be good for you in that moment. I
That's
think it shows how we changed and our perceptions changed as
and
well.
also I believe that the artists, as they are artists, they are trying to teach us how to appreciate art. And sometimes some forms of art, they take time for us to learn how to appreciate that. It's not that easy.
Yes, it's
I like to listen to an artist, Beck is his name, just Beck,
okay.
Beck, and each album is totally different from all the other albums. Every time he releases a new album, it's totally different from his previous albums. So I understood that it takes time to learn the new music, his headspace at the time, and then he's not a very popular musician, of course. There is also Jupiter Massin, who is somebody I love,
Oh, yes, yes,
who
yes.
also is not for everybody, and it takes time to appreciate. And the Brazilian,
Oh,
yeah,
no, no. I just would ask you if you have seen the Bad Bunny's presentation in the Super Bowls.
I haven't,
Super Bowl.
I haven't watched it, but people are commenting. I didn't know
Oh yes.
who he was or what happened exactly.
Oh, he is a I don't know how to say. A people
Puerto
from Puerto
Rican,
Rico.
yeah, Puerto
Puerto
Rican.
Rico. Yes, a Puerto Rican artist, and I really loved his album from last year. Yeah, yeah, from last year is like you should take more pictures, and this album is focused in Puerto Rican culture and also some problems related to United States. So the presentation that he made was very brave because he has exalted the whole American culture, not the North American one,
Mhm.
and it was amazing. I would say that you should see
I will
too,
definitely. I will
and his
definitely.
music it's pretty good as well.
Yeah, I will. I will listen to his music. And now you said he's from Puerto Rico. Maybe I'm mistaking the pronunciation or how to say it. So I'm sorry for that. I don't want to be
Oh, no problem.
disrespectful, but it reminded me of something amazing. When I was working for a company, I was in charge of helping with the auditing and the international auditing. And there was a group from China who came, and the translator for the Chinese, because Chinese English was so difficult, they had somebody to help them translate their English to a good English,
Oh,
so then we could understand the English.
oh,
Yeah, it was
oh my
crazy.
God.
It was not a translator from the Chinese Mandarin or the English to Portuguese. No, it was from the Chinese Mandarin English they were speaking to the English that we would understand. And the person doing this translation was from Puerto Rico, and it was an
Oh,
amazing guy. Yeah, and he said the most beautiful
nice.
things from Puerto Rico, and I love it. I asked it everything. So now it reminded me. So I will definitely listen to Bad Bunny, right? Is
Bad
that
Bunny, yeah.
Bad Bunny?
The name of the album is Debe Tirar Más Fotos.
Maybe tirar más fotos. It's in Spanish, so
Yes,
the
yes,
album probably will be in Spanish too.
yes, yes, that's
Which
right.
is great, you know. That's why that's another reason why we are learning English, to open up our mind, our view of the world, to connect with other people, not to disconnect. So what I am
Yeah,
understanding is like Bad Bunny is trying to connect everybody, right, to different cultures.
yes, yes.
That's the beauty of English.
Yes, I don't remember exactly how was his final message, but because in the end of presentation he showed a sentence. I don't remember if it is like love is the strongest force, but something related to it. Showing that love should be bigger than hate, and so it was. His purpose in this presentation, as I understood, to combat these hate crimes and this whole culture and things that have been happening nowadays.
Mm.
And I think that it was his purpose and it was beautiful. I really liked.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Something I was about to say before was in talking about how musicians and artists help us learn about art and music, and it connects with Bad Bunny as well. Is how Brazilian music, we have great artists here, and sometimes they are real artists, and it takes some time to appreciate, to learn. We have great musicians, the names you've mentioned and the bands you like from Brazil. We had so many great gaúchos bands, right?
Yes, yes.
But they never got so famous, or they ended up just stopping because they don't make money. Basically, it's hard to make money here in Brazil with this kind of music. So, and they are great
Yes,
bands.
that's
And they are great
yeah,
bands.
yeah.
And are you watching any TV show or movie in the moment?
Actually, no, no. The last things that I have watched was in the cinema in Brazil. I have watched the O Agente Secreto,
Hmm.
the new movie from Wagner Moura,
Yeah.
and let's see if it will be indicated from nominated for the Oscar.
Hmm.
It's what I think that it deserves because
Yeah,
it
he
is a
will
really
be.
good.
Everybody's talking. So when will
Yeah,
the Oscars be given? When will be the Oscar selection?
yeah. I'm not sure. I guess that it. I don't know. Maybe next month. I'm not sure.
There
I'm
is a
not so into in those things, but yeah, probably. I remember that is in the beginning of year, so
there is a theory
maybe.
about the Oscars that the winners are usually the ones who the movies are released very near the nominations and the selection for
Yes,
the Oscars,
yes,
because the
yes,
media hype and it's chosen
yes,
by
of course.
people. Yeah, so
Yes, of course. And how they they do the launching of the movie. I also think that it is important if you go to a lot of festivals and this kind of event. Probably you get more chances to be remembered for this kind of nominee.
what is a movie or a TV show that both of us would agree was amazing?
Okay,
For example,
so
I haven't watched How I Met Your Mother, so I don't know. But maybe there is something we both watched that we agree was really great.
okay, I remember one that I know that you were watching is I forgot the name. This drama TV series.
Oh, about the
Um,
girls, the two girls.
about the
Oh, this is
twin.
us. This is us.
This is us. Yes, 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 yes.
Wow,
This one.
that's a brutal one. Yes,
Yes,
that's a
yes,
good
for
one.
sure.
That's a good one. It's a
Yeah,
hard
but
one. I'm very careful not to recommend to everybody because, like, I will not recommend to families, for example, with kids because it's kind of brutal, right? It's kind of heavy. I don't know. It's beautiful. It's a masterpiece, but you will cry a lot if you watch that.
yes, yes.
They will make you cry.
But I don't know. I think that it is a good cry. I loved to finish an episode and just couldn't stop to cry.
Yeah, I know what
uh,
you mean.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, this is a TV series that I would like to forget, just to watch again because it's
Oh,
amazing.
right. There is this sensation, yeah. We are watching a
Yeah.
movie or a TV show when it's going towards the end, we're like, oh, I wish it had just continued. I
Okay, but I don't remember much TV series that we have seen, watched in common. I don't remember if you watched the Breaking Bad, probably.
Breaking Bad, I did watch it, the
Yeah,
whole of it.
okay.
It's great. It's
This one
great.
I really liked.
Breaking Bad is amazing because of the pace. It's good to watch, but also because they finish it at the right time. Like when the
Yes,
time came
yes.
to finish it, they finished it, and that's it.
Yes, that's
It
true.
was
Yeah.
over. The same
And
thing
you,
happened with, I don't know if you have watched this one, The Good Place.
oh yes, I started to watch it, but I didn't finish.
Okay. Yeah, that for me was a great one. I loved that one.
Oh, I remember another one that we watched.
So did I.
Yeah, this
Same time.
one.
At the
I,
same
I,
time. Wait. At the same time, okay?
I'm horrible with names, and I totally
Let's
forgot.
see if you remember the
Just
same one.
okay, okay,
Okay,
okay. I
okay. Take
remember
a second.
one
2, 3, the upload.
upload. Yeah,
Got it.
yeah.
Wow, that
This
was
one
a
is
great
good.
one. That was a great one.
Yes, yes,
Upload was great. I don't know. I connected with the actors. I became friends with the
yes,
actors. That was so strange for me. I was like, I like these people, the friends, everybody. They seem so nice people. I don't know.
yes.
I
That's
liked
true.
them.
Yeah,
I liked them. And it was a
it is.
very fake TV series. Like, it's totally fake, of course, but they were making
Yes,
me believe it. I like this kind of stuff.
yes. That's true.
It's a good one.
I like this one.
And let me see if there was another one. Dark. Did you watch that one? Dark.
The first season,
First
but
one.
it's not my kind of TV series.
Okay. Let me see. True Detective, the first season.
Yes, I watched this one. Yeah,
Okay.
I
There,
like it. Yeah.
there was a movie I watched this weekend. The name of the movie is Criminal. Just Criminal. It's with Ryan Reynolds, Kevin Costner, and some other great actors. Gal Gadot, I think is her name, the actress. It's about like
Mm,
there is a cop. He's killed, but all his but his brain is not dead, and they need to access his information in his brain.
okay,
So
okay,
they
okay.
keep his brain alive and they transplant his memories to another person's brain.
Wow.
They take a criminal who had a frontal lobe accident, so he doesn't have any impulse control. So they put this guy's memories. It's a great movie. Not famous at
Wow.
all as well. I don't know why.
Well, I remember a TV series that I don't know if you watched, but the name is Hannibal. It's based on the
Oh,
movie
right.
history,
Yeah.
but there is a TV series. Have you watched?
I watched a few episodes, yeah. But it's a
Yeah, I
great
liked
TV
this
series.
one.
It's a great
Yeah, yeah.
TV series. The actor is great.
Yes,
He's so
that's true.
scary. He's
I
so
love this actor because he's so good.
yeah. Which is a
Yeah, and
very
he
hard
he
TV
made.
show to make because the movies are great. So it's very hard to make a TV series because we are comparing with the movies. So the TV show was
Yes,
also
yes, that's true.
that's right.
Yes, yes.
And so we talked about music, TV series. Now it's time for books. Is there anything you are reading recently or anything you would like mentioning?
Um, wow, I started to read last week. I don't know the name in English, but it's called Ensaio sobre a Cegueira.
Oh, right. Yeah.
um, because my my last readings were Brazilian classics, and now I would like to start the Portuguese ones.
Great.
So it was my starting of
Mhm.
of this section of readings.
When it comes to books, even though I work with English, but I don't know, the Brazilian writers, they are so good.
Yes, yes,
So
that's
good.
true.
I remember reading from Jorge Amado, I think is the writer. Capitães de Areia, I think is the name.
Yeah, yeah,
I,
yeah.
I don't know what happened with that book. My friend, she lent it to me. I was like, Capitães de Areia, Jorge Amado. How will that connect with me? I was thinking. I couldn't stop reading. It was so good.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
There is a recent, I would say recent, because I guess it is a book from 2023 maybe, um, which is called A Cabeça do Santo.
Whoa.
It's from Socorro. I'm not sure about her last name, Ascioli or something, but a lot of people compared her book with the Gabriel Garcia Marquez
Whoa.
style. So
Right.
can you imagine how important is this kind of fantasy? It's a good one. I read last year, and it is a good recent Brazilian book.
Right. There is, you've mentioned Gabriel Garcia Marquez, right? There is the book 100 Years of Solitude, maybe,
Yeah.
which is unbelievably good because it's bizarre,
Yes.
it's
Yes.
crazy.
Yes. It is true.
And
It's.
and
You
this
can say. I'm sorry.
this one you because there is a little delay, so just people understanding our audio here. So in this book you've mentioned, did you like this? Was it really similar to Gabriel Garcia Marquez, do you think?
Um, Yes, I guess that I can understand the comparison.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, but how can I say? It is a very it is a light book. I remember that I read before sleeping this book because I don't know. It has a good flow, the whole
Right,
book. So
right.
it was light and something good to read, simply.
Perfect. What's the title again of the book?
A Cabeça do Santo.
A Cabeça do Santo, which is a great title for a book
Yes, yes.
because there is this constant or repeating pattern in religious literature where they cut the head of saints in the Bible, and also
Oh,
there is
yes.
that Caravaggio book where he painted himself being having his head cut off. So it's strong, it's powerful. I don't know if I'm relating with the proper references, but that's okay. Next question for you. It's about your job and your studies. You are in Portugal now. That is amazing, right? It's not for everybody. tell us a little about your studies in the university and your profession and how you ended up in Portugal now.
Okay, so I will start answering your last question
Hmm. Perfect.
because in Brazil, I had a job in Campo Bom in the field where I had my graduation and master's degree. So I worked with polymers, and I was looking for a new opportunity and started to watch. Watch not watch I started to look for something that would bring me uh, not just a new job, but maybe a new experience in my life. And uh, this is what I found here, because I mean the job is something that I learned a lot of new things, but it is related to what I used to do in Brazil. The really new is the whole experience of living abroad and uh, starting a new entire life. Um, um, in a different place, letting a lot of things behind. So this is totally new for me. Um, as I said, the job is a good job because I am able to work a little bit less comparing to Brazil, and also I I have a lot of learnings every day,
Hmm.
um, mainly because my doctorship is made inside the company where I work. So it is a project that this company which I work has with a foreign company, and I am developing some studies in this polymer engineering field for this external company. And I am able to be with my colleagues and with a more uh, s- um, comfortable space, because it's not everything external, foreign. So I have Portuguese and Brazilians working with me. It's so good. And regarding the doctorship, nowadays I have finished the classes, so I have to do the experimental work, which I it was approved in the beginning of the studies. Um, so I believe that the whole process is quite similar to Brazil. I need to start the course presenting a project idea, which I developed with this company, this external company, and I have presented this to the university. They approved, and then I have started to work this experimental part. This is what I'm doing. I probably will have 1.5 or 2 years ahead to finish this work.
Hmm. So you already have your thesis, what you will defend, decided.
Yes, yes, it was decided in the first semester of the course.
Perfect. Perfect. And can you tell the people what exactly is your area of study, starting with your graduation in the university and your study?
Yes, yes. Um, so I have a master's degree in materials engineering, and nowadays my doctorship is in polymer engineering. It
Hmm.
is a specific field of materials engineering. The polymers which um, I work in a company which do the plastic transformation through extrusion process. So we start from polymer raw materials, and mix them and compound them to add different properties to the materials. So we have projects involving adding functional additives or pigments, any kind of different property that we need to add to the raw material, which will combine properties and flow behavior, for example. So we have projects regarding recyclability of end-used products, for example, plastic bottles, or how can I say,
Residues, material residues.
residues, yes, residues from automotive or shoe industry, and we need to transform it and add new materials, new properties to uh, try to apply this in other markets, for example. So the company where I work is a research institute. So we don't produce specifically this kind of stuff, but we develop and with our partners, which were the ones that which are the ones that will industrialize this.
Perfect. And is your first graduation also in material engineering? Or
Yes, yes,
yeah, because it's a very specific area, right?
yes.
Okay. And in what university did you study?
PUC in Porto Alegre.
Whoa, they are amazing, right? Pookie.
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. That's why I asked you about the materials. That's very specific. It's not any universe that has this course, I would say.
Yes, yes, that's true. I believe that in Rio Grande do Sul, in this the metropolitan region, it is just PUC and URGS.
So when you decided for this course, you were very sure about what you wanted to do, right?
Kind of,
Yeah.
because I guess that it. How can I say? I When I had my high school, I I also had this chemistry technical course.
Mhm.
So I already had some idea about materials and different routes that I would take in my career. And I was finishing my technical course. I already have got a job in this
Mhm.
company where I worked before I came here. So I knew that probably this material polymer area would be a possible future.
Right.
That's why I took this decision.
That's amazing. Dear, thank you very much for this amazing conversation.
Future.
I'm sure we answered your question. If you were a person to be here, if it was worth interesting listening to you, it was amazing. We could continue talking for many more minutes. I had so many more questions. So thank you very much for your time. Have a
Thank you.
great week and see you next class.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.